Hello, and welcome to Select 10. Netflix has premiered a good selection of science fiction movies in 2024 that challenge the norms of storytelling and creativity. From vast space wars to mind-bending alternate reality adventures, these new movies expose viewers to planets beyond their wildest imaginations. While not as highly ranked or thought-provoking as Dune or Interstellar, they are good and entertaining enough to make them worth a viewing for a sci-fi aficionado. Number 7. Atlas. Jennifer Lopez stars in this 2024 sci-fi thriller that examines artificial intelligence and the destiny of humanity in a world when AI is considered a grave danger to the survival of humans. The movie revolves around Jennifer Lopez's character Atlas, a proficient military analyst in a far-off future where mankind is engaged in conflict with rebel artificial intelligence. The narrative begins when Atlas arrives in to question an imprisoned robot that contains vital information about the most deadly enemy in the cosmos, Harlan, an AI robot that has been fighting mankind for almost 30 years. Following the discovery of Harlan's whereabouts, a military team under the command of Colonel Elias Banks organizes an attack to bring Harlan down, while Atlas joins the operation and plays a crucial role in the conflict. The film is jam-packed with stunning CGI visuals and shines in its action scenes, where some of the themes regarding AI and humans could have been addressed more deeply. Despite its typical plot, Atlas is a high-octane sci-fi that is nevertheless an enjoyable and visually stunning film. 6. Uglies. It is a dystopian science fiction movie of 2024 based on Scott Westerfeld's best-selling book. The movie takes place in a futuristic civilization where 16-year-olds must have surgical procedures to enhance their looks. The plot revolves around Tally, a young woman nearing her 16th birthday when she is expected to be transformed from an ugly to a pretty. But when her buddy Shay flees to avoid the procedure, Tally has to choose between joining a rebellion that challenges the conditions of the government or sticking to social conventions. The film creates a visually arresting comparison between the rebels' natural surroundings and the pretty's clean, ideal society. Both the future technology and the way the surgery is portrayed are slick and frightening. Although several of the supporting characters might have used more development, Tally's transformation from a conformist to a rebel is masterfully done. The film offers a nuanced perspective on personal growth while touching on the emotional complexity of living in a society that is fixated on looks. Although Uglies effectively conveys the main ideas of the book, several parts, especially the world building, seem hurried and immature. Despite this, Uglies is a visually striking and provocative adaptation that presents a gripping dystopian story with powerful satire on individual liberty and beauty norms. Number 5. Spaceman. It's a 2024 science fiction drama film directed by Johan Renck. It is an adaptation of Jaroslav Kalfe's book, Spaceman of Bohemia. The movie centers on Czech astronaut Jakub Procházka, who is sent on a solitary quest to investigate an enigmatic cosmic event. As he floats deeper into space, he tackles his turbulent background and struggles with feelings of isolation. While traveling, he comes across an enigmatic extraterrestrial being that makes him reflect on the scope of reality, mankind, and the reason for his existence. The film's aesthetic are a remarkable fusion of intimate, dreamlike experiences with the enormousness of the cosmos. Additionally, the moments involving the alien presence give an air of unearthly mystery, while the loneliness of space is depicted with haunting splendor. The movie primarily centers on Jakub's inner journey, incorporating thoughtful situations and flashbacks to his history, which establish a strong, intimate bond with the character. Even though Spaceman is excellent in terms of its psychological and deep emotions, not all viewers will find its moral questions appealing. The movie could be too cerebral for those hoping for more conventional sci-fi adventure. Overall, it's an interesting reflection on isolation, the human condition, and the secrets of the universe. Number 4. Rebel Moon Parts 1 and 2, Director's Cut. Released in 2024, this was Zack Snyder's much-awaited science fiction epic. Although fans were not particularly impressed by the initial films, the director's cut made a slight improvement, and with a lot more footage, the film became somewhat more engaging. The movie takes place in a far-off colony that is under threat by a ruthless Motherworld government, commanded by the vicious Emperor Belisarius. When Motherworld forces a village to hand over grain, a mysterious woman named Cora sets out to recruit fighters from all around the galaxy to defend the village's inhabitants and freedom. While Part 1 concentrates on the gathering of this motley crew of rebels, Part 2 delves deeper into the ramifications of the war and the personal stakes of the main characters. The two parts focus on concepts of resistance, giving up, and unity in the face of tremendous circumstances. As expected from Snyder, the visual spectacle is amazing, with stunning space fights, enormous alien landscapes, and sophisticated setting layouts. Even though some of the characters fit into traditional categories, the director's cut gives them more depth in terms of their motivations and backstories, which makes them more sympathetic and emotionally engaging. Although the director's cut presents a more comprehensive version of Snyder's story, some viewers could find its lengthy running length problematic. But fans of Snyder's work will value the extra richness, even though some sequences may appear overly lavish. Overall, Rebel Moon is an action-packed, visually spectacular science fiction epic that gains from the director's cut by having additional character development and world building. Fans of huge space operas and Zack Snyder should definitely watch it. Number 3. Kalki, 2898 AD. It is a sci-fi fantasy epic directed by Nag Ashwin. The film takes place in a dystopian future in which a tyrannical government led by Yaskin, who possesses both ancient powers and cutting-edge technology, has taken authority over mankind. The primary narrative centers on a bounty hunter who aspires to have a home in the Yaskin luxury complex and agrees to apprehend an enigmatic woman who escaped from one of Yaskin's laboratories. But his attempt to bring back the woman gets difficult as he runs upon a tough warrior who has been defending her against Yaskin forces. The movie is visually spectacular, fusing futuristic sci-fi aesthetics with ancient mythology. The most notable parts are its grand epic battle sequences, which are expertly blended with sci-fi and fantasy, creating a unique visual style. However, some viewers, particularly those who are not familiar with the cultural and mythological references, may find the film's vast narrative and variety of genres overpowering. Although most of the time the tempo is consistent, some parts, especially in the first half, should have been tighter to keep the excitement rolling. For those who enjoy epic storytelling, Kalki 2898 AD is a must-see because of its unique theme, great visuals, and solid action. Number 2. Code 8 Part 2. It is the sequel to the 2019 sci-fi crime thriller, Code 8. In Part 2, Connor Reed's quest continues in a society where the authorities oppress people with superpowers. Following his release from prison, Connor finds himself back in the shadowy underworld when a young girl with exceptional talents requires protection from an unreliable system. As the stakes rise, Connor and Garrett work together to navigate a city under heightened surveillance where the government is continuously watching powerful individuals. In order to protect the girl, they work together to combat a strong conspiracy that aims to use powers for sinister purposes. The film preserves the original's gritty urban atmosphere, with technologically advanced robots and military personnel, creating a dystopian setting. The special effects used for the powers are convincing and grounded, providing credibility to the film's battle scenes. The world building in the movie keeps growing, although key story points, especially the adversary's motivations, could have used more attention. Overall, with outstanding acting and action-packed scenes, Code 8 Part 2 is an enjoyable sequel to the first film, offering a critical analysis of tyranny and power while remaining loyal to its dystopian origins. Number 1. It's What's Inside. It's a horror sci-fi thriller directed by Greg Jardin. The plot centers on a bunch of university friends who get back together to celebrate one of their friends' pre-wedding party. The plot takes a crazy turn when Forbes, an unexpected visitor, presents a device that lets them switch bodies. As the group starts exchanging bodies, tension increases as long-kept secrets, identity conflicts, and unresolved emotions erupt. While maintaining a certain level of viewer awareness throughout each character's journey, the distinctive editing and filming allow for a degree of suspense and uncertainty that maintains the thrills. The actual pandemonium starts when the body swapping ends in unexpected outcomes and the friends are confronted with situations in which their physical and mental states no longer match. There are a lot of story twists, tense scenes, and edge-of-your-seat intensity in the movie, which keeps you interested and guessing. This film is an exciting ride for aficionados of psychologically edged science fiction, combining the risks of technology with unaddressed personal problems, hidden grudges, and drug-induced disorder. If you want to watch something eerie and thought-provoking sci-fi, this is the ideal choice. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.